What is the absolute most evil act in history? Unit 731 https://wikipedia.org Unit 731. A lot of examples mentioned are evil in terms of scale and were horrific. This managed to balance both scale and the personal touch of evil to do some truly horrific things. Junko Furuta. Unit 731. Nazi Doctor of Death. The Sewell Tragedy. The absolute cunt of a captain could've yelled, "We going down, everyone run." He could've just fled. These would be the better options vs what he did. Instead, he had a sinking ship full of kids, he tells them specifically to stay put, and legs it. And the rest of the rescue operation does nothing to save the kids either. I am usually not too sensitive, but the stories of volunteer divers getting the bodies from a dark ship, swimming around buoyant corpses and through a fine mist of dead skin just to give the parents some closure, insane horror. I am not a believer, but just for the captain and everyone else who left those kind to drown, I hope hell exists. The moment that fucking fish decided to take a stroll on land. Leopold II, Congo. God setting up that cosmic sting operation for Adam and Eve. Gonna say the Holocaust. Maybe small as far as evil acts goes in the grand scheme, but those smallpox blankets given to the indigenous people in the Americas was pretty evil. Probably the intentional spreading of the Black Plague by the Mongols. Then again, they probably had no idea just how deadly it would be or what the impact would be, but if they had, they might have been more keen to spread it. The Holocaust is also up there, but I don't know if I'd classify that as a singular act or more of a series of acts with an overriding purpose. The South Sea scheme is also pretty up there in terms of just how rotten it was, but that too is a series of acts, and not a singular thing. But then there's all the genocides that happened historically, any one of which could easily be in the running. Not to mention all the arping, pillaging, and general all-around destruction that happened all the time. But I'm still going with the spreading of the plague by the Mongols, as it's both mostly a singular act and probably the most evil thing. Not intentionally evil, but leaded gasoline was pretty bad. For about 60 years everyone had over 5 times the amount of lead in their system due to it. Oil company executives collectively deciding to cover up and propagandize global climate change for decades will quite possibly single-handedly result in the most displacement of humans in history. Not just sheer totals, but likely even the highest of humans also. And there was no accountability to the extent that even their politicians they bought are still in office. Trash-ass society. In Star Reels fed me the 911 call of a man who killed his wife and 7-year-old son with a baseball bat. That's gotta be up there. It kept me up all night. What leads a man to do that to his family? Introducing blinding fucking headlights. Doa Marina Le Malonge betrayed the entire Aztec population and aided the Spanish conquests, allowing them to take over cities and slaughter her people. Armenian genocide. Harry Kane equalizing in stoppage time when Scotland were 2-1 up at Hampden. Crazy 5 minutes and then getting my heart broke like that.